Today I'm going to review the parent functions of the linear, the absolute value, and the quadratic. We're going to look at an example and actually graph each. So we're going to start the linear. So linear is y is equal to x in its parent function state. And what parent function means is it's the graph without any movement. So there's no shifting it to the left, to the right, up and down, stretching it. It's the function in its natural state. So if I look at y is equal to x and I graph, we're going to make a table of values. And I'm going to pick some arbitrary x values, -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. To get the y values, I plug the x values into the equation. So if I plug in x is equal to -2, I get y is equal to -2. If I plug in x is equal to -1, I get y is equal to -1. So on and so forth. So my graph, I have an xy plane. I'm going to label the axis, and I'm going to plot my points. So -2, -2, -1, -1, 0, 0, 1, 1, and 2, 2. And then I connect the points. So this is a linear, goes up and to the right. The domain is -infinity to +infinity, and the range is also -infinity to +infinity. That is the parent function of the linear. Now let's look at the absolute value. Absolute value means that any value we plug in for x is going to change to positive. So I'm going to make the same table of values, -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. I pick these numbers just so it's centered around the origin. So if I plug in -2 into the absolute values, it changes to +2. I plug in -1, changes to positive. Plug in 0, it remains 0. And then I'm going to graph. -2, +2 is the first point. -1, +1, 0, 0, 1, 1, and 2, 2. So notice that it looks like a V. The domain, -infinity to +infinity. The range, there are no y values below the x-axis. So we start at the x-axis, which is the y value of 0, and we are including that, and we go to +infinity. The last one we're going to look at is the quadratic, so the parent function, so with no shifting, no stretching, in its natural state. We make a table of values. And then I plug that x value into the equation and simplify. And then I'm going to plot. So -2, 4. I'm going to go by 2's this time. negative 2, 4, negative 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, and positive 2, 4. So this has a curve for the quadratic. The domain, I'm going to go over here, is still negative infinity to positive infinity, and the range is 0 to positive infinity.